Yes, hello once again to all you fantastic smelling ladies out there, and welcome back to this latest episode of Mags Frags, a gimmick-free zone where it's the fragrance that's the star of the show. My name's Paul, and it's my mission to pair you with your perfect signature scent. And hopefully that signature scent is going to be right here amongst these little beauties that I've got in store for you today. So you've probably clicked on this video because you're in search of some high-quality, designer-inspired perfumes that are not going to break the bank. So let me introduce you to the Scent Reserve, a brand who are a bit of a hidden gem in the fragrance world at the moment, offering affordable alternatives to some of the most iconic designer perfumes. And today I'm going to be talking about 4 of the most popular women's offerings and letting you know how you can rock your favourite designer perfume for as little as the price of a coffee and a muffin from your local coffee shop. That's because if you take advantage of their remarkable 3x mega deal, you can snag 3 100ml sized bottles in a parfum concentration for an astonishingly low price of just £29.91, or that's equivalent to £9.97 per bottle, which is just crazy for like a 100ml bottle size, especially in a parfum concentration. But on top of that, there's also an additional 10% discount available by clicking on my unique link down in the description, which brings the price down even further and makes them without doubt the best value-inspired scents on the market right now. You can also find a large range of scented candles and home diffusers on their website too, so your home can also smell like your favourite niche or designer perfume. UK buyers get Royal Mail next day delivery, and they also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee if you're not completely satisfied with any product, which just adds a bit of extra peace of mind. But that's it for my long-winded intro waffle. Let's now get straight into it and see what I've picked up in this latest little Scent Reserve haul. Okay, so first up is Scent Reserve number 260, which is inspired by Creed Aventus for Her, which is the epitome of fresh, elegant luxury. With its refreshing combination of sparkling citruses, followed by a floral heart and a woody musky base, Aventus for Her is a modern classic. It's become a very popular choice because of its sophisticated yet approachable, easy-to-wear nature, but the original is going to set you back a whopping £260 for just a 75ml bottle size. This Scent Reserve version captures all the essence of the original, offering all the brightness and depth at an incredibly affordable price. It opens up cheerful and bright, and you're immediately greeted by the crisp, refreshing notes of green apple and bergamot, which feel invigorating and uplifting. There's a slight sharpness to the citrus which adds to the freshness, but it's quickly softened by the floral heart of rose and peach blossom. This floral element provides a touch of femininity and sweetness, making the perfume feel well balanced and elegant. As it dries down, the woody, musky base comes forward with notes of sandalwood and a hint of ambergris, giving the fragrance a soft, sophisticated finish. It's the perfect spring and summer scent, light and refreshing enough to wear during the day, but with enough depth and warmth to transition into evening wear. Its crisp, clean profile makes for a great option for like office wear, brunches, or any occasion where you just want to smell fresh and really well polished. In terms of its performance, it starts out with a moderate to strong projection, especially in the first couple of hours, making it a noticeable fragrance without being overwhelming. It's the kind of scent that just lingers pleasantly for around 7 to 8 hours, and you'll keep catching nice little elegant clean florals as you go about your day. There's nothing in here that's got a huge wow factor, but it's a very pleasant, versatile scent that will definitely cover you for absolutely every situation. Okay, so next up we've got number 465, which is inspired by Jo Malone's Pomegranate Noir. This is a unique and daring fragrance that mixes fruity, spicy and woody notes into one intriguing composition. It opens with a vivid, almost tart explosion of pomegranate and raspberry. The fruitiness is bold and tart, but balanced with just enough sweetness to keep it from feeling too sharp. As the fragrance develops, the spiciness of pink pepper and cloves start to emerge, giving the perfume a rich, warm quality that feels luxurious and unique. You'd absolutely never know that you were wearing a sub £10 perfume, that's for sure. And the dry down is where it literally shines, as the fruity brightness fades into a smoky, woody base of patchouli and cedarwood, giving the fragrance a really grounded, sensual finish. This multi-layered complexity makes it feel far more expensive than it actually is, and it's perfect for someone who enjoys more bold and edgy fragrances. I'd also say it's more of a colder weather type perfume and would work well on a cool autumn day with its combination of warm, fruity, spicy and woody elements. It's got a fairly deep, rich earthiness to it as it reaches its full dry down, so you could match it with a pair of distressed jeans and a leather jacket really well, but I don't think it's one you'd wear for a dressed up formal event. This again is very long lasting, but I don't think it projects as much as the first one that I've just spoken about, or the other two that are about to come after this one for that matter. But overall, it's a solid pickup with a really unique and interesting scent character that not everyone's going to love, and I think it's going to be more for people that's more familiar with niche perfumery. Okay, so the third one today is number 267, and this is inspired by Flower Bomb by Viktor and Rolf, which is the only high street designer one of the four today, and the one that most of you will have either owned at some point or at least smelled before in the past. Flower Bomb has long been a staple in the fragrance community, loved for its intoxicating mix of florals and soft sweetness. With its floral explosion of jasmine, rose and orange blossom, layered with a warm, slightly spicy base of patchouli, it's an ideal choice for anyone seeking a bold, feminine fragrance that commands attention. And as soon as you spray this scent reserve version, you'll instantly recognise that familiar Flower Bomb DNA start to make its way through once the initial alcohol blast evaporates. It opens with an immediate burst of fresh florals, predominantly jasmine and rose, which give the fragrance a bright, romantic feel. The orange blossom adds a touch of sweetness, just preventing the florals from becoming too sharp or too powdery. As the fragrance settles down on the skin, the heart notes of freesia and orchid come forward, creating a lush, opulent floral experience. The soft warmth of the base notes, including patchouli and a hint of sweetness from the vanilla, provide a sensual and luxurious finish that's sophisticated and well-rounded. I'd say that this version is about 85% accurate to the original, and you can tell the difference when you compare the two side by side, but anyone smelling this in the air won't be able to tell that it's not the real thing. It performs exceptionally well for a floral fragrance, which often tend to fade away quickly. You can expect a solid 6 to 7 hours of wear from this dupe, with the florals remaining prominent throughout. The sillage is moderate, meaning you'll leave a nice noticeable pleasant scent trail without ever it becoming overwhelming or cloying for the people around you. If you've always loved Flower Bomb but couldn't justify the hefty price tag, then number 267 from the Scent Reserve offers a fantastic alternative. It captures the essence of Flower Bomb's floral explosion and warm patchouli vanilla base with remarkable accuracy. For the price, this fragrance delivers an experience that feels luxurious and indulgent, proving that you don't have to spend a fortune to smell like $1 million. And finally, I can't do a review of a new dupe fragrance house without testing their version of Tom Ford's Lost Cherry, because I've reviewed everybody else's take on it, so I might as well do it in this one as well. So the Scent Reserve's interpretation of this lady's favourite is number 494. Lost Cherry has become an iconic scent, cherished for its bold, gourmand profile that perfectly blends the jammy sweetness of the cherry note with a deeper sensual mix of tonka bean, almond and spices. For many people, it represents the pinnacle of indulgent, sultry fragrances. However, its high price point made it inaccessible to many perfume lovers, coming in at around £260 for just a 50ml size bottle. However, these days there's about 100 different clones of it, so you're much more likely to catch a waft of somebody wearing a clone as you're walking down one of the supermarket aisles. But if you're watching this and you are one of the few people that have never smelled Lost Cherry, then it opens up with a powerful burst of juicy cherry, as you'd kind of expect from the name. The cherry note is thick and jammy and sweet, but it's not overly cloying or sickly. It's nicely balanced by a hint of almond that gives it an almost marzipan-like quality. The gourmand sweetness is quickly tempered by the arrival of tonka bean and vanilla, which just adds a warm and a bit of warmth and depth, making the fragrance feel more mature and seductive. As the perfume develops, you start to notice a subtle spiciness in the background, which just prevents the sweetness from becoming just one-dimensional. The result is a fun, delicious and layered fragrance that transitions beautifully from a bright, fruity opening to a rich, velvety base. This Scent Reserve version is super accurate to the original, and to be fair, pretty much all the different clone houses nail this particular scent DNA, and it's not a surprise that this one is super accurate too. It's perfect for the cooler months of the year when you want to smell something warm and comforting. So if you don't already own one of the many inspired versions, then I'd say that this is a no-brainer for the price that you pay for it. Okay, so just a quick summary. These scent reserve inspired by perfumes prove that you don't need to spend hundreds of pounds to achieve a luxurious fragrance experience. You can enjoy long-lasting, high-quality dupes of some of the world's most beloved perfumes at a fraction of the price, just as long as you're not too bothered about A-list celebrity endorsements and fancy bottles, etc. And speaking of bottle design, some of you eagle-eyed peeps out there may have already noticed that the bottle design of these scent reserve perfumes do bear a striking resemblance to the Essence Vault bottle design. And I did wonder if they were the same company at one point, but after doing some digging, they do appear to be different companies owned by different people, and the Scent Reserve are based in England, whilst the Essence Vault are over in Ireland. So as far as I'm aware, they're not the same company, but I'm not 100% sure that they're not connected in some way. And finally, like I mentioned in all my dupe fragrance videos, these are probably best to leave them to macerate for a few weeks when you first buy them, just because, to be honest, they're usually not that great straight out the box. By all means, start using them straight away, but you will definitely notice that they start to smell miles better over time, and you may even notice that the juice inside starts to change colour too and become more of a yellow or amber colour in some blends as they sit and mature. Also try to avoid going in for a close sniff directly after first spraying them, because dupes do tend to contain lots of perfumer's alcohol that doesn't smell too pleasant from the initial spray. So you'll need to let them settle for maybe 5 or 10 minutes before you'll start to notice the real scent coming through. Copy fragrances aren't for everybody, and I totally understand where you're coming from if they're not personally for you. But in almost all cases, I would say the originals do have a better blend quality and use higher quality ingredients. But for the price that you pay for these copycat versions, they give you an expensive fragrance experience in the same way that maybe going to watch a tribute band gives you an experience of the real artist, but they're just not the real thing. So as long as you realise that and you don't expect too much from them, you can't really go wrong for the price that you pay. Okay, so once again, that's it for today's review. And don't forget, if you do want 10% off any order site-wide all year round at the Scent Reserve, then don't forget to use my link, which I've included down in the description. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and all that good stuff if you do enjoy my content and don't want to miss out on any future uploads. So until next time, guys, stay safe, keep smelling fresh, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye for now.